Hello guys, welcome back to Northeast Guitars. My name is Murdock and today we are looking at Joe Bonamassa. What I thought we would do today is fully break down the way that he plays the guitar, the way that he approaches scales, the way that he approaches chords. So real quick, we are in C minor. What you will need for this lesson is your guitar. You will need a copy of the chords written down. I've just scribbled them down quick here. They'll be nice and neat in the magazine for you. I've also written out these scales in multiple positions. If you don't have these burnt into your brain, you should burn them into your brain. Easiest way to do it is to go up one, down the next, up one, down the next. So once you've got them under your fingers, you get that fluency, you can move through them. Quite a lot of Joe's stuff is pentatonically based and about altering the pentatonic ever so slightly so that we can get a bit more out of it. Okay, so first thing we're taking a look at is those 4 bars of C minor. That's our rhythm there, constantly keeping to that backbeat. So if we listen to it with the groove in, hear what I mean there? Now as we move into the next chord that comes up is that F minor. I'm playing an F minor 7, they sound prettier. Now what we've got there is we've got the pentatonic shape with one note added to it. That note is A flat. Now that's going to come in real handy over that F chord. A flat being the 3rd of the F minor. It gives us a lift and somewhere to come back home to. You find there that you were almost waiting for me to hit the chord. You're expecting it now. That's what your ears are doing. That's why Joe knows when he hits those notes. Your ears are waiting to get back to that C. The same thing happens when he comes to this A flat chord. With the A flat chord, what I do over this is I just outline the notes that are in that shape. It's A flat. Which also sits quite nicely in this pentatonic shape. So we've got resolving to a G7. When you hit that G7 chord, get the harmonic minor involved that way. Harmonic minor scale will be written out as well. It's just a C minor scale with the natural 7 there. So instead of playing that, we play I also like anywhere where you can get away with 3 notes. Yeah. So that's just a little bit of flat 5, 5, 6. Quite nice in this key. So, let's put the backing track on and let's have another listen to some of those ideas at play. Alright, so you might notice some of those big pentatonic ideas I was doing there. That one there is, again, just straight out of the Joe playbook. You put pentatonic scales back to back and you can hop between them. It's something he does quite a lot of. He uses it to transport up and down those scales I mentioned earlier. To get that cascading effect, I'm just doing it in groups of 4. So you got these 2 scales. And I'm just hopping between one. As soon as I do 4 notes, I go to the next shape. So shape 1, shape 2, shape 1, shape 2, shape 1, shape 2, shape 1, shape 2. Just does that quite a lot. It's a nice way to get used to doing it. Obviously, when you are playing, you won't just do it like that. It's very scalic and boring. One of the things I tend to do is start in 1. And I'm using 1 note from each there, so you go, that's the next position essentially. So you got 2 positions kind of back to back there. So again, starting from this position, landing in this one, starting in this position, landing in this one. Again, tying them all together. If you use them all the time, it sounds like you're doing them all the time, so be sparing with them. So there, hopefully you can see where you're implementing these ideas into your playing a little bit more. It takes time. It takes time, especially when you're thinking about those arpeggios. The one thing he always goes back to is that home pentatonic shape. So find the C. And make sure you can play these bits everywhere. Another thing that he's really, really famous for is stealing from the masters, like we've mentioned earlier. So some things that you do want to look out for. If you're doing a big bend, don't just pick the note. Pick the strings as well. Get a bit of girt in there. Sometimes you end up bending 2 strings at once. It's all in there. That's all Albert King. Listen to a lot of that. Lots of that kind of playing. With the BB King stuff, again, it's that idea of stabbing with something at the beginning and then build it up. So again, starting with slow ideas, building them up, and not just relying on the flashy stuff. That does come into it, but again, it's not the phrase, it's passage to the next phrase. Your phrase might be, but you've got to come in from, oh, whatever I did. Basically, this is an ethos, and you're only going to get like this by playing these types of things in everything that you're already playing. Borrow from your masters. And that's it in a nutshell, guys. These pentatonic ideas will improve your playing greatly if you apply it to everything else that you're already doing. And to get that really great Joe Bonamassa sound, it's all amp and guitar, maybe a pinch of reverb, as he says. Dial in a nice aggressive sounding tone, something with humbuckers, usually a Les Paul, with something on the back pickup there, nice and heavy. You get all of that extra toppy attack coming out of that back pickup. Sounds awesome. And so that's it, guys. Joe Bonamassa's playing is this really great big stew of playing his entire life dedicated to playing the electric guitar, playing with the greats like B.B. King and Albert King, borrowing bits of their styles, adding that to technical proficiency and speed, groupings, picking and the likes of Al Di Meola and Eric Johnson. You can see how all these different ideas are coming together to make a really rich stew that is Joe Bonamassa's playing. If you watch a lot of his live stuff, you can see just how he's implementing all of these ideas. I recommend the Royal Albert Hall gig. It's particularly good. And where I also stole that arpeggio idea. It's one of the early tracks. I can't remember which one it is now, but he does it both times when that chord turns up. It's like, right, that's where your head's at there in that moment. You're thinking, this weird chord is coming. Better do the clever arpeggio and then ring out with some nice pentatonic afterwards. It's right there, man. Everything else, there's cascading ideas. If you watch him play, man, it is less than rather than more. You know, less is always better than more. It just sounds so good, man. Have fun picking through these exercises. All the scales and chords and everything you need are in there. Make sure you're following us at Northeast Guitars on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook. My name's Murdock. You can grab me at Murdock Does Guitar. See you next time, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.